Welcome to Southern Country Living, where Calvin and Marie's love is always given. Cooking up a storm, sharing their life. Do what you love what you do. That's their advice. Down in the South, where the living is sweet, come on in, take a seat. We'll show you how to cook with love and live a life that you're proud of. Join us on this journey, come along for the ride.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living. I hope everyone's doing great today. Marie and I were doing real good. We've been pretty busy all day long. Marie's been doing some decluttering in the house, and so it's getting late in the evening. It's time for our supper meal, and so I'm going to try something new that we haven't tried before. And the recipe we're going to be making today, it's a 4-ingredient chicken Alfredo bake, but I'm going to be changing it up a little bit. The ingredients, of course, we're going to have pasta, we're going to have some chicken, and we're going to have some mozzarella cheese. It also calls for Alfredo sauce, but instead of using a jar of Alfredo sauce, I'm going to make our own Alfredo sauce, so it'll be gluten-free for me so that I can enjoy it. So to get this started, I've got here, this is about 6 ounces of pasta. I'm just making an amount that's going to be perfect for 2 people. And so I've already got some water boiling. I'm going to go ahead and put my pasta in. Probably let this cook for about 10 minutes. Okay, so we got that pasta started. And now for the Alfredo sauce. This will take a couple of minutes to make this, but I'm going to use 4 tablespoons of butter. Let it start melting down. Okay, we'll let this start melting down. And before it gets completely melted, I'm going to add the garlic to it. And I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Now the full recipe will be in the description just below the video. If you look down there, it'll give you all the ingredients and the cooking times and everything you'll need. And I will put both recipes. I'll put the one for the chicken Alfredo bake, and also I'll put the one for the gluten-free Alfredo sauce. Okay, and you just want to saute this till all that butter melts. You do not want to get too hot and make it burn. And that's really starting to smell good, fast. Now, like I said, you could use a jar of Alfredo sauce from the store, but every jar I seen had gluten in it, so I just decided I'd go ahead and make my own and make it gluten-free. Okay, that's melted real good, so I'm going to go ahead and add the milk to it. Now the recipe calls for heavy cream, but I'm just using whole milk, and I am using the milk that's lactose free. You can use any type you want to use, and I'm going to slowly add this in. And what I'll do is just whisk this around And I'm going to watch it real close. I want to heat it up until it just starts to bubble. We don't want to completely bring it to a boil. Okay, got that whisked up good. Okay, now while that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and mix the little slurry. This is a 1/4 cup of the milk, and I've got 2 teaspoons of gluten-free flour. That's going to be used to help thicken it up. And I use a spoon right here to mix that up real good and make us a slurry. Let me stir my pasta. And I'm just watching this closely until I start seeing bubbles just on the edge. So I'm going to keep watching it till it gets to that temperature, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, it's just starting to steam and bubble on the edges. The pasta's done, so let me go ahead and turn the pasta off. And next I'm going to go ahead and add the salt and pepper to it. And then I'm going to add the slurry. Okay, let me mix this up real good. And I'm going to let this cook for about 3 more minutes, maybe just a little bit longer, until it just starts to thicken just a little bit. And I'll probably keep stirring it most of the time, but I'll watch it real close. And so I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. And while this is doing that, I'm going to go ahead and drain my pasta and have it ready to go in the casserole. Okay, this has been simmering on low heat for just a little over 3 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and add the Parmesan cheese to it. And it calls for 1½ cups of Parmesan cheese. And this bag has exactly 1½ cups. So I'll just go ahead and add it all to it. That should thicken it up nicely. Okay, it's looking good, very hot. That mixed up thoroughly. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add the pasta to my casserole dish. And I've already got it drained. Okay. Okay, it calls for adding the chicken to it. Now this calls for 1½ cups of shredded chicken, and I'm using a can of chicken that I shred up real good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in with the salts here. Mix that up thoroughly. And now I'm going to pour it over the pasta. Make sure the pasta's in there level. That looks really good there. Let's see how it's going to pour. Okay, that went in there good. Get leveled out nice and smooth. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese to it. And I'm going to put about a cup of mozzarella cheese on top of it. And go ahead and start preheating my oven. Okay, I'm preheating the oven to 375. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven and let it bake at 375 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. And when it gets close to the end, I'll put another half a cup of mozzarella cheese on top of it, and we'll let it continue to bake uncovered for about 8 or 10 more minutes until the cheese is melted on top. And then it'll be ready to eat. So I'll be back with you in just a little while. Okay, that's done. It really does look good. We're going to let it sit here and cool off for about 10 minutes, and then I'll serve us up some. And Marie did make us a salad, and she's making her some toast to go with hers right now. So we'll be back with you in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm back, everyone, and Marie's in here with me. She's going to join me for the taste test this evening. And like I said, she made us a salad to go with it. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. Let me get you some first, Marie.
It certainly smells good.
Well, it turned out it looks good. It's going to be pretty cheesy, I think. Let's see how that comes out. You want a little more than that?
Maybe just a tad more.
Okay.
I hadn't ate since breakfast.
Okay. Looks like a good amount.
It does.
Okay. And I'll get the other side over here. The edges got real brown on it, didn't they?
Yeah. I like mine brown.
Now, I think I mentioned this, but this is gluten-free because I used all gluten-free ingredients, but you can make it with regular ingredients if you want to. That looks real good, don't it? I like your idea. Let me put a little pepper on mine also.
I don't need the pepper, but
I won't add
anyway,
any salt to it.
I have cut down on pepper.
Okay, Marie, I'm ready to do a taste test on this. I ended up cooking it for 25 minutes. Then I opened the oven and I added just about a half of a cup of mozzarella cheese on top of it, put it back in the oven, and let it cook for about 8 to 10 more minutes. So it cooked a total of about 35 minutes. And that's even though the pasta was already cooked when I put it in there.
Yeah. The only thing missing is we don't have some corn.
Corn, okay.
That would be good with it. A big old piece of corn on the cob.
Sounds good. Still very hot.
But it's very good.
The Alfredo sauce was pretty good in it, wasn't it, Marie? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm glad that's another gluten-free recipe for you.
The chicken is real good in it. We did use canned chicken on it.
Yes, you could use rotisserie chicken, or you could cut up some chicken and boil it or bake it. But this right here is just fine.
Good. That first bite I had a lot of cheese on it, and the cheese being on top is very hot still.
Yeah.
But I like it. One more bite and we'll close the video out.
You could also have green beans with it, but we're having a salad with ours. And it is delicious. When you're hungry, food always tastes even better.
Well, you've been working hard all day today, Marie. Decluttering and cleaning. But Marie got her a new stool. A little stool that rolls around in the floor. And I'll show you a picture of it at the very end of the video. But you just got that, and today was the first day you used it, wasn't it? And did you like it pretty good?
Yes, it helped.
Well, good,
Yeah.
good. Okay, well, since Marie's in here with me, I'm going to let her close it out. But this is going to be our evening supper meal, and I'm looking forward to it. And everyone, y'all have a great day. We appreciate you watching this. If you try it, let us know how you liked it. We got a good meal here, and looks like there's enough here for 2 more meals. So
Yes,
it
and
made a
it's-
little more than I thought it would.
Yes, and it's very budget friendly. And so I can't wait to finish it.
Me too.
Okay, so y'all do what you love and love what you do. And we'll see you on the next video. And y'all have a great evening. Bye.